Hey everyone, it's another walking video. Yay, the videos where I'm walking somewhere and don't look at the camera very much. Today we're walking from Morgan Hall all the way back to the junction because I forgot my bike. Why? We'll get to that. Let's start with our day. Our day was a Monday, and noticeably the first day that I had a biology lab, because the first 2 weeks they were online only just as preparation. So, I stayed up a little bit too late yesterday, and so I almost slept through my first 2 lectures, but both of them have you do biology has you do an entire chapter of a textbook before the lecture, so you've already read most of the information, and it's just about reinstating and helping you better remember it by going over it again. And chemistry was just talking about ionic bonds, which is one of the few things I have a really good memory of from the first time I took it in the class. So I wasn't too worried about either of those. Math, I had to stay awake for math because I don't trust myself to know the math very well. So I got through that one, OKS. I got plenty of notes. Hopefully I'll be fine. I still don't like sine or cosine or tan shits, but I can deal with them. After that, I had a fair bit of time. I had something I had to do in between. I'm sure these sprinklers are really loud. I'm gonna try not to stand next to them for too long. Yep, I had something I had to do in between. Oh, I just took a break to do homework because I knew I wasn't gonna have a really good opportunity to do homework after I finished, or I wouldn't have a great time for homework with work and whatnot taking so long. And so I did my little bit of homework for today before the lab, as well as go and to grab lunch. I hope you didn't catch too much of whatever the conversation was, and you can still hear me. It just got really dark because I'm going through the cemetery, because the cemetery is just a little bit faster. Actually, no, the junction's too far on the too far to the east. If I go through there, I'll be slowing myself down just a little bit. That's a pity. The cemetery's nice. Anyways, so take care of homework. I get to the lab, and I had to do all the homework stuff for the pre-lab, so I knew exactly what was going on. It was a fairly fun lab, and I didn't mess anything up. The only thing I kind of messed up is they have a program they want us to use that's very bare bones, you're typing in commands like you would on computers, older computers, or when you're on the terminal trying to put in specific commands, and you have to do that in order to make it pull your data from tables or make graphs or whatever else. It's a very tedious manual process. But I was able to get through it, and I got the lab done. It was just talking about, it was a very simple study or experiment, just talking about peripheral vision, getting us to know each other and collaborate better and do something simple but biology based as a starter for our first lab. All in all, pretty good. I had a fairly large gap in between the lab and work, which I spent mostly reading. I had a friend send me a writing project that they were working on probably still, because now they're doing updates to it. That's fun to do. It's a very entertaining read, to say the least. I have a lot of things I need to read. That is besides the point, though. Anyway, I get into work finally, and I'm doing the third position that I haven't really done as much, which is after things get loaded into the dishwasher, you have to take them out and put them on the drying rack, and when people doing the washing for the kitchen stuff finish washing off, then you need to move those into the washing machine. It was kind of tedious, but I was also working the closing shift, so it's just burn through everything until everything is clean, and then people from the other departments would come and just grab all their stuff. The writer of the other book that I grabbed, they were working that same shift. I knew they worked there, and I was waiting because I knew eventually that happened, and that gave me a chance to just like ask them a bunch of random questions about the book, which was fun. And then we also walked back because we're both in the same building, and so I totally forgot my bike, and so now I'm walking back to go grab my bike. If I do anything after this, I'll probably have dinner because they gave us a chance to like grab some takeouts right before the end of our shift so that we could have that for the end of the day, which was really nice of them. So I might have like dinner and then double check that I'm not missing anything in like my emails, and then I'm going to bed because it has been a pretty long day. Good news is that tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesdays have one really fun lecture and a little bit of homework, enough free time for me to do some dumb random things. So I will leave it there. I will wish you all a very lovely night, and I love you all. Bye-bye.